is Aaron Customer here with another episode of the Music Business Etiquette blog. Last week's video was really successful. I really appreciate the views and you guys' time. It really truly means a lot. And so I'd like to go ahead and keep this going with this week's video episode. And I'd like to cover 3 things to help strengthen your relationships with your fellow musicians. I find that the more that we support each other, the better off we all are. I mean, it is a community after all, right? So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is listen to your fellow musicians when they're talking about their efforts. We should always be listening, of course, when we're conversing with other people and when we're playing. But when you're talking to other musicians, really listen, really engage with them. Take the time to ask about their projects, ask about how they're going, ask about specific details. If people don't want to share, don't push. I'm not talking about, pushing and being like, I'm going to support you and I'm going to pry until I get information out of you. That's not what I'm talking about, because that's not cool either, all right? That just makes everybody feel awkward. But if they're willing to share, if you feel like they're willing to share, ask questions, show a genuine interest, because that helps all of us kind of band together in this community, all right? It shows support across projects, across bands, across musicians. If we all kind of lean on each other and we show a genuine interest in each other's projects, I think the community is better off for it, and it fosters a lot more personal connection between folks. Number 2, be there. What does that mean? Okay, when you have friends that are artists or musicians or whatever, and they have shows or promos or release parties or whatever, try to be there when you can. We can't always be there because we have gigs too. Everybody's got gigs. Everybody has things that they have to do. Everybody has projects to work on. That's part of being a musician. But when you can, if you can spare an hour, if you can spare 2 hours or an evening or whatever to go support your friend, that's really important, and that really speaks volumes about who you are and the kind of support that you give. Just be there. Be there. Encourage them. And that's really, really important, again, for that community. As we mentioned, number 1, for that communal aspect of music. It's very, very good, and it fosters that. And it fosters that community aspect, and I think it strengthens it a lot. So try to be there when you can. Be that support for them. And number 3 is share other people's work. Share your fellow musicians' work. That really speaks volumes, and it helps get the word out there for their projects, for what they're working on. And it shows support. Again, it contributes to the other things that we've already talked about, that community aspect. It doesn't matter what social network or medium you're using, get it out there. Whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your website, whatever, get it out there. Okay, try to get it out there. It doesn't mean you have to do that every day. Again, this is in moderation, but if you try to do that, if you try to make an effort to help support your fellow artists, again, it contributes to that community aspect. That's very, very important, and the more that we all do that for each other, the stronger that community becomes. Iron sharpens iron, okay? It really, truly does. And so the more that we remember that, the more that we support each other, the better off we're going to be. And if you notice, there are a ton of bigger artists that do this. They put this stuff into practice all the time. If you look at their social media accounts, you look at the concerts that they go to that they're not playing, okay, when they post about them, they're supporting friends. They support friends, they support fellow musicians. They put into other people's work, and not necessarily by playing. Of course, yes, that's part of the community too, but they go to support. They physically are there, or they share it, or whatever. Check out my friend's project. Check out this guy. He's awesome. This is really cool. Things like that. The pro community does that all the time. So the more that all the artists, all the up and coming folks that are, that are coming up through the ranks and everything, sorry, prior military, everyone that is coming through and growing up in music that are trying to make a career of it, the more that those folks learn to do that, the better off. Okay, the more that we all learn to support each other, the better off we will all be. Everybody benefits for that. It's really important to remember. And that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch. I really appreciate it. If you do dig the video, please like it, please share it, and please certainly subscribe to the blog. I greatly appreciate all of the support that you guys have continued to give. It really, truly means a lot. So, I'm Aaron Customer. This is the Music Business Etiquette blog, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.